just know every episode that we smoke and treat. None of this shit was cheap. I even lost some sleep. Boss move, paid dues, now I could charge your feet. I got what you need, and I've been planting seeds. With the light zip intent, the rest history. I blow 2 zips a week, exotic pounds for 3. Move around through the town, I'm just trying to eat. Who working hard as me? Nobody y'all can see. Tune in, new content dropping once a week. Stoner Talk TV, the highest place to be. Infused drinks and treats, everything elite. You can roll with me, come do a show with me. Just know every episode that we smoke and treat.
Yo. What the fuck is going on, man? Stoner Talk TV, the highest place to be on Sundays. With your boy Dr. with a Doctor.
Your boy Drado, happy Easter, happy 420 on my stoners.
That's a fact. Happy Easter and happy 420 to all the stoners out there, man. We got a special episode today for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got the laughs in the building, we got the weed in the building, so you know it's gonna be a good time and it's gonna be some good vibes, man.
Very special guests, some good things coming. Definitely.
Here you go, brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Pause for the blunt. But, man, Stoner Talk TV, the highest place to be. Shout out to Stoner East Treats and Infused Drinks. We got over 7 different flavors of infused drinks. We got wavy watermelon, lazy lemonade, get back grape, strawberry stain, passed out peach, OZ orange, and many more, man. You can book us for parties, events, we everywhere, they never there, man. Happy 420 to everybody in the room, man. Appreciate everybody coming through.
Once in the air.
Shout out to Jordan on the ones and twos, man. Real shit, man. Shout out to Jordan on the ones and twos. We got a full house, man. We got some family in the building. We got some guests in the building. But we about to vibe it out, man. So, you ready for this shit, Jay?
It's about to be popping, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I
So,
can't wait.
to start it off, man, we give y'all a little breakdown what's gonna go down today. So we got 2 hilarious comedians, you know what I'm saying, in the building tonight on the highest day of them all, 420, and they gonna bring that shit, you know what I'm saying. Y'all seen them around. If you haven't seen them around, you're living under a rock, you know what I'm saying. So tap in, man. These guys are funny, and we about to show some love, man. Stoner Talk TV. I'm trying to support it. So, man, with that being said, we're going to bring up our first comedian, Trevor Finnegan, man. Word, man. So, for the people that's living under rocks, bro, can you just give them a quick little breakdown on who you are, what made you, want to be a comedian, and what inspired you?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've been doing it for like 2 years now. Basically, I just like grew up loving comedy, man. You know, just watching it on TV, Comedy Central half hours and shit like that.
That's a fact.
And I don't know. It just took me until my mid to late 20s to realize that I could also just go do it. You know.
Right.
I thought it was. Oh shit! Hell yeah, dude. Black 420.
Word. So, I'm sorry to cut you off. Growing up, who were some of your favorite comedians?
Oh man, whatever was on Comedy Central, fucking Norm Macdonald was big for me.
Okay.
Shit like Patrice, fucking. I remember seeing like Jesseldick specials had an impact too.
Okay.
Man, I mean just like fucking whatever. Louis was a big one too. Louis C.K. was a huge one. Just whatever was on Comedy Central, man.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. That's dope. But, like I said, we got a special comedian here today. Them your favorite. You a special comedian here today, so bro. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna let you, do your thing, man.
All right,
Trevor Finnegan, man.
Hell yeah, dude. All right.
Nice. I know you guys don't really know me. I'll just talk about myself really quick. My name is Trevor's with a B, not a V. It's my dad's name backwards, Robert, which he said he did because he wanted me to have the opposite life he had growing up.
Worked out because he grew up with a dad, so yeah. Cool now though, I go to him for advice all the time. You know, I felt like everybody hates me. He was like, dude, just get yourself into a place where it doesn't matter what 98% of the world thinks of you. It's like, dude, that's awful advice. All I can think about now is how 2% of everybody on earth hates me. It's a lot of people. I smoke too much weed for that advice, dude. I know my name is weird though, because people can't even read it right on paper. Oh, got you, brother. Lighter drop.
Oh shit.
Popping stickers off the mic stand. I know my name is weird because people can't even read it right. You know, there's always just like, is it Trebor or Trebor? It's like, dude, it's an old Welsh name. You're putting way too much spice on it right now. I don't even exist though, so it doesn't even matter, dude. I'm just a thought form that was created when Mumford and all his sons imagined Weezer at the same time. And I'll puff into a cloud of weed smoke after this. I don't know, I did hear trees can use mushrooms to communicate with each other recently, which is true. It's a crazy fact. It just sounds like something I made up because I look like this. You know? I like writing in restaurants too. I think it's fun to like write something down and like look at the employees like, is this dude a health inspector? Are we fired right now? The only health inspector I could be is like at a dispensary, dude. Just walk in like, dude, are these dabs up to code? You have to confiscate. I did shower before I got here, I'll just tell you guys that. I know it looks like I only washed myself by taking sound baths in the woods, but there's water involved in this one, dude. Gotta pause for the smoke. Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I fucking love taking showers when I'm stoned. I think that's so fun to just, like, get out and think I look cool with my long hair, like Conan the Barbarian. Dude, I just looked like I was in the porta potty at a Fish concert when it tipped over, dude. That's all that happened there, man. Who's this going to? Yeah. Oh man, dude, I know, I will say, I know I look like Jesus, but my last supper, I just broken like a chai latte and a bag of Doritos, you know? God said, let there be light. I'd have been like, dude, I was fucking asleep in here. Not off, dude. Instead of turning water into wine, I just turned it into bong water. Couldn't live like Jesus, though. He like let himself get tortured to death because people are good. Couldn't stub my toe for any of you. Sorry, but couldn't help humanity if it needed me to pick it up a pint of Ben & Jerry's from Sunoco. I'm playing Xbox, dude. You could come back later. It is Easter, dude. I feel like Jigsaw, or God is like Jigsaw from the Saw movies a little bit. You know? Just like Lot, turn around, your wife is salt. Jesus rolls around on a tiny tricycle from around the corner. Noah's waking up chained to a radiator in the next room. Hears a voice that's like, hello, Noah. I want to play a game. Can you build a boat before the music goes off? Can you build a boat before the world fills with water? You have 30 days. Good luck. I do got a real crusty aunt. She gave me a salt lamp. She was like, dude, this will balance your chakras. You know? Doesn't at all. Those don't do that. They're just a bug light for dirty hippies. That's all a salt lamp is. Just attracting your worst family members. Like $20. I just feel like if you're in a place with a salt lamp in it, it smells like patchouli and mildew in there. I got one in my house. My aunt was in Paris. She like posted one of those Facebook statuses that was like, I bet 7 of my friends won't like and share this. It's like, dude, you could have just said no one asked you how vacation's going. Same thing. I got an uncle too. He was a financial advisor. He got caught with a bunch of crack recently. Yeah, I feel like if there's one guy you don't want to be a crackhead, it's the one telling you what to do with all your money. You're on the phone like, dude, I didn't spend all your money. I invested it. What a bunch of copper wire. We're going to sell it for a ton of crack, dude. It's fine. Yeah. I don't know, man. I could use some of that copper wire, dude. I'm fucking broke, man. I don't have money for cool drugs, dude. I'm just digging through my kitchen hoping to feel something. I don't know how much allspice I got to smoke here. One of them's got to do something for me. Hot knife and butter. Cracking open tea bags trying to find out if there's THC in oolong. It's not. It just hurts when you smoke it. That's all that happens, dude. I'm doing a lot of stoner meal prep too. It's just where I put the leftover pizza slices in tin foil. Save those for the week. I have a lot of breakfast for dinner too, which would be like way cooler if I was less broke, right, dude? But for me, that's just a couple of Pop-Tarts and a glass of Tang. That make this Tang last, dude. I'm almost out. I'm basically just drinking vaguely orange-flavored dishwater at this point. I got fuck you money if the person I'm saying fuck you to is homeless, you know? Beyond that. I don't know. The closest thing I got to an emergency fund is fast food app points. Things start going more wrong for me, I'll have a free McChicken and a couple of Junior Frosties. Gotta be a good enough cardboard box meal, I guess. I don't know, dude. I had a buddy come over and grab an apple out of my bowl in the kitchen. I was like, dude, don't fuck up my pipe collection. You gotta smoke out of that first if you want to eat it, dude. My apartment sucks, man. I had a buddy come over, my dad came over, he noticed my door was squeaking, put some WD-40 on it, trying to help me out. I was like, dude, you just uninstalled my alarm system. Anyone can just walk up in here now. They wouldn't find much. Dude, my apartment's a disaster, man. I got just like old mail, you know, there's a box of borax that's been there since I moved in, just sitting open. It looks like I'm about to start mailing out some pranks to some senators pretty soon, dude. I don't know, dude. I did have to go to the dentist. He told me I gnash my teeth when I sleep, like I'm trying to eat my nightmares. So I gotta wear a mouth guard. Now it just looks like I'm trying to box my sleep paralysis demons. It's not a fight you can win. It's tough to go 9 rounds with something that's made of shadows and pinning you down at the chest. Yeah. Lost my insurance. I had to go to the doctor for physical for my job. I was like, dude, I'll just go without insurance. There's no way that ends poorly for me, you know? Dude, he fucking did my exam with fingerless gloves on. Fucking cotton balls in the jar just coated in crack resin, dude. This guy's office was in the middle of the Boulevard Mall. Trying to figure out how he got his van in there, dude. I don't know, man. That's just stuff they don't gotta worry about in Canada. You know, I was over there on the Canadian side of the falls recently. It's fucking crazy how much cooler it is than our side. We got cool restaurants. They got a Ferris wheel right when you get there. You know, we got a fence so you don't kill yourself to get out of Buffalo. A low fence too, dude. I feel like I ever put that there. I was like, don't do it. But you know, if you do, I get it. It's cool, dude. Smoke a lot of weed, man. It's 420. Happy fucking 420, dudes. I smoke a lot of dab. That's a crazy way to smoke weed, dude. You gotta use a blowtorch to smoke dab. Whose idea was it to give a stoner a blowtorch to get high with? Seems like a little bit of an oversight. Every time I want to get high now, it looks like I'm building a submarine. It's crazy to smoke weed in a way that when anybody sees me doing it, they just think I'm a fancy crackhead. I gotta cut back, dude. I just get scared when I smoke weed now. Like, fetal position in my bed. Like, I'm hungry, but I don't like the way my hallway is looking at me right now. Stay right here. Ruined horror movies for me, too. I used to like watching horror movies. Like, on Netflix, there's some movie about mirrors. I'm just like, fuck, dude, I gotta be afraid of mirrors because I smoke too much weed? That sucks. I did hear schizophrenia sets in when you're like late 20s too. Dude, that's the last thing you want to hear when you smoke as much weed as I do when you're in your late 20s. Just get those random thoughts like someone's in here, they're gonna get you. Just like, am I stoned or is it starting already? What the fuck? I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can do edibles anymore. I mean, I like them, but they're either like a cookie that tastes like weed or God's calling me about my soul's extended warranty. Can't do it anymore, man. Like, I also got to stop buying into these Facebook ads when I'm high, man. I started off with a cool sweater. Now I'm just enrolled in Louisiana Technical Institute. I think is a scam. I won't know till my first class on gumbo construction next week. So I'll let you know, dude. Oh shit, hell yeah. Happy 420. I heard there's a 420 type holiday for Coke, actually, too. It's just every one of them, every day. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know, drugs are fun. I do think it's funny how, like, people who do Coke are the most secretive about the most obvious drug you could possibly do. Right? You got a buddy who goes snowboarding with you, usually. When we were out there, like, a month or two ago, I'd see him snorting into his jacket. I didn't say anything. He comes up to me later. He's like, dude, I just lost something. I was like, what'd you lose, man? I'll help you look. He goes, no, it's just like a little baggie. I'll go back up for it. That's when I knew he was a cokehead, dude. I was gonna look for a bag of coke at the top of a ski lift. He came back down with it too. So, all right, guys, that's about all I got for you. That's about 10 minutes, man. Dude, this is awesome. You guys are fucking sick. Appreciate you guys.
Dude, thank you. Trevor Finnegan, man. I appreciate it, man. For coming through, man. Word on the highest place to be, Stoner Talk TV, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it, man. That was a nice little segment. About to say we got another guest coming up, Mr. Jesse Winterhalter.
Fuck yeah. You got it.
Sit it right
You got it
there.
right. First time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope you got some laughs in there too, man.
Last.
There it is. That way we can lie to people. I just suck. We can just lie.
All right, so today my first question for you.
What's that?
I want to know who was the first person to tell you that you was funny. Who gave you the
The first time you notice you're funny is when you make girls laugh. And that's the truth. You know, the first time you made that girl on the playground, like, wasn't looking at you, wasn't talking to you, and then she said some shit, and then it's always
Yeah.
girls.
I would see it definitely. That gave you the confidence.
Everything's
Definitely.
yeah.
It's always definitely always the girls for real.
That's probably absolutely true.
So what you say you as a kid? How old were you when you got into comedy?
Oh, I was late. I did beats for a long time. I used to do music engineering and stuff. I broke my back and I couldn't do it no more, so I needed something to do.
Oh.
And I knew, and I love comedy. Like, I'm a comedy addict, but I just never thought of doing it because I thought I'd do music forever.
Yeah.
And then my body just can't do it. Like, I can't hunch over a computer for 16 hours a day no more. So I had to find something to do with all my energy,
You gotta
basically.
adjust. Yeah.
And it turns out I'm built for it. Comedy, it fits. you know? Yeah.
I'll say so. Who was one of your favorite comedians growing up? I'll say I'm a little
Well,
younger.
okay,
so.
yeah. So growing up, the first comedy special, I'm like pre everything. Like, I'm pre Comedy Central. That's how old I am. The first comedy special I ever saw was Eddie Murphy Delirious. That was the first thing I ever saw, and so it was Eddie first. And then my stepdad used to watch the specials on HBO. It was Richard Pryor and George Carlin. So it was them growing up, you know. And then it changes when you start doing it, because then when you start working with famous comics and you see their process and stuff, you fall in love with what they do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it was Eddie Murphy first, and then it was Pryor and Carlin, and then later on it was like Stanhope and Patrice for me. And
All
then,
right.
yeah.
I'll see. I'm familiar with a couple of them people. Like I said.
Yeah, I'm like that. I remember the Sugar Hill Gang, like, you know, that's some bullshit. Old man shit right now.
That's just old pictures that
You
somebody.
don't have respect for Cool G Rap. You,
Yeah. I'll say my comedians, it's dark humor nowadays.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Oh, I'm that.
Oh, you
Yeah,
really?
that's
my.
I was bad. Now I don't have to warn you guys that I'm gonna say something really gross or shitty, and
Right.
just let me keep moving.
Appreciate it. Nice. I'll say, well, I'm gonna give you the floor and let you do your
On the
thing.
floor. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, anybody who gives me a microphone, I'm a whore. I'm a dirty whore for microphones. That's the thing. But I'm used to looking at people, but I'm supposed to be talking to those. Do you guys do Zoom shit? This is what it reminds me of. Did you, like, during quarantine, did you get on Zoom calls with people and it would just be like, you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna check with my friend. You'd be like, hey, on the Zoom, and they'd be like, how you doing, man? They'd be like, my grandma died. But then they'd be like, but the stimulus, I got my wife bigger titties. And then you kind of try to Zoom high five if that's a thing. But I don't know, I try to figure out where to talk. Yeah, that'll be weird. I'm not famous or anything. I was on TV once though, because I used to hang out with this kid who drowned. And I was on the news and I was hilarious, man. You don't know what it takes to get into this. I look at that's just fucking dude. You can't when you breathe in here, you're higher every time. So like every inhale and exhale, you're like, okay, I'm a little bit higher now. I should tell jokes. Is that what we do? Let's talk to people. Ain't no, I don't do crowd work.
No, that'd be sick.
No, it's not. It's terrible. Crowd work videos are ruining comedy.
Are they?
but we all do it. I got us kicked out of a dispensary for talking to customers at the thing. They weren't no one listening to us, so I was just saying shit to customers. And I would just like point out, I was like, hey, that's the weed Mac Miller was smoking when he OD'd. And yeah. I told somebody that, because they were like, they had these pipes that were just dick shaped. And I was like, I guess you can fuck yourself with them in a pinch. And they didn't like me saying shit, so they threw us out, that was a first. Who did I pass this to? Was you right? You take that away from you, Trevor. Holy shit, and I'm all distracted by food. Look, there's like Twinkies, and don't distract me with food, man. I'm a fat piece of shit. Okay, I did the TV thing. I watched the last episode just to get an idea, and there's a dude that was like, yeah, bars, man, and I was like, oh, it's so much cooler. It works so much better. But the world don't need no more white rappers, man. We need less. I'll be the first one to say, less white rappers. Especially not me. If I ever rap, you just hit me. I shouldn't be rapping. I don't know. I came here to do all the drugs that I can't do around my kid. You know, that's I didn't even tell him where I was going. I just had a box of corn dogs with a Post-it note on it that says "Daddy has dreams" and shit. You know what I mean? Dreams to zoom at the people. I did see some titties over Zoom though, so I do appreciate it. You know who you are. You're out there watching right now. Name starts with an N. Okay, all right. I won't give the last initial S. All right. So I should talk about drugs or something. Pop. So we were talking about what a old fuck I. So I remember when we used to get brick weed. We used to know how to like do a thing with a magazine and get the seeds out and shit. And like we would just be like, hey, let's get high. You guys want to get high? Let's go smoke tonight. We'll get high. And now everybody's like a fucking wine connoisseur or something. So everyone you ask is like, it's a indica sativa blend. It's got hints of the forest, and I think you can hear children play. Shut the fuck. All potheads are starter kit drug addicts who didn't have the balls to risk everything. You know, fucking more love for crackheads. They do shit, man. Crackheads get up in the morning, you know what I mean? They got a to-do list. It just says get cracked 15 times, but they have a list. I don't have a fucking list. You should be impressed. I knew a lot of crackheads growing up. I grew up poor. I grew up really poor. My mom was fuckable, so I had a PlayStation, but I was really poor. And here's the thing about crackheads is that every crackhead has like one special ability. You know what I mean? Like they're wearing a bloody wife beater, but they can make your lawnmower into a go-kart or some shit. If you never had your taxes done by someone who shit their pants, the price is fantastic. So, but I always thought because every crackhead knew how to do one thing, that you can make like a superhero squad of crackheads. They're like, there's special powers, you know what I mean? It'd be like, Mr. President, there's aliens invading the White House. And then he would be like, get the crackheads. And then they'd be like a big sweaty Voltron or some shit, right? And then they'd win somehow, and their special powers. And then it'd be like, Mr. President, the crackheads defeated the aliens and chased them away from the White House. I mean, they tore all the copper wire out of the fucking thing, but it's still there. You can. That's the crackhead section of the evening. Let's move on to I married a sociopath. No, you ever put a baby in one of those? I have. All right, let's keep going. My crack is food. That's how no fun I am anymore. I mean, obviously I'm breathing in here, so I get high, but my fucking drug, my fucking shit that I can't control myself is food. I'm gonna my death certificate's gonna say butter. Like, that's a shitty story. That's terrible. There's no, you know what I mean? There's nothing you can do. If I keel over there's no Narcan for meat sweats. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just fall over right now, you just throw a rug over me and get it. I'm very unhealthy. You ever take a shit so bad you're surprised you're still alive at the end of it? You know, dude, I'm just waiting for my asshole to fall out. Just like in those, you know what I mean? They call me the prolapse kid or some shit. Just like I have to roll it up like a pink sock man bun and put a chip clip on that motherfucker so I could come talking to the stoner people. Hi, Look, I say terrible shit. I suck. I know. I say things that offend people. One time I referred to Casey Anthony as aggressively pro-choice. Like, dude, she's so famous. She killed her kid and I talked 2 separate girls into abortions. Where's my Dateline? Sometimes there was a late giggle. Did I spit on you?
No.
That's for you. That's one of a kind. I don't be spitting on crowds all the time. This is a rare day. I bring my A game. When you fucking care and you put it, that's when you spit on people you just met. Fuck. Fire me. Somebody fire me. I already said the Casey Anthony thing. Who wants to? I really did just spit all over the floor. Live. No, that was special effects. They added that in post. I would never actually. Who am I talking? Oh, fuck. Okay. I don't know. We're fucked anyway. I mean, like, right? Like if Hitler was still alive, he would have been on the Joe Rogan podcast by now. I know that's true. And fuck that guy, man. He hangs out with the fucking grossest. He hangs out with this dude, this little fucking right-wing sack of shit named Ben Shapiro. You know Ben Shapiro? That dude is so creepy that even when he jerks off, it's non-consensual. You know what I mean? That dude thinks he's progressive because he gave his fleshlight a backstory. He calls it Juanita, and he says, it's hard for you to get in this country. He called ICE on his fleshlight. We're fucked. That's all I say. But we're here to promote weed, I think, right? Like, that's what it really, look, hey, weed. Do weed. Don't do the boring ass fucking mood drugs and then fucking antidepressants that should make everybody boring, dude. I'd rather have people all gacked out of their mind and fucking each other than coming to talk to me on mood, like they're all, you know what I mean? The people that antidepressants and they come up to you, they have nothing interesting to say. They're just like, well, my name's Barbara and this is my boyfriend Trevor. I don't know if I have feelings for him because I haven't had any feelings in 6 years. And he's on Lexapro and I'm on Effexor. And now our depression is dead. I mean, so is our libido. If we even tried to fuck, it'd be like jamming a Play-Doh snake into a sandbox. But why would you bother when you can watch Young Sheldon for 6 hours in a fucking Snuggie? And no, do coke and fuck each other. That's, if I have a message, please fuck for a while. Now this is where, so mood drugs are bad, weed good. Also Viagra bad, weed good. We should stop fucking. At a certain point, your body, we get old and gross, and dude, when Jordan's knees went, he hung it up, dude. He didn't stay in the, you know what I mean? Like, stop fucking. I saw this Viagra commercial, and it was like this dude, and he's like, I'm 75 years old, but who said I shouldn't have a fun and active sex life? God! That's God said! That's why, and men, when we say we're gonna fuck forever, we think it's like, you know, Sydney Sweeney or some shit. No, dude, it's a woman you've been married to for 50 years who just wants to finish one more quilt before she dies or forgets who her kids are, and you're like, no, you gotta peel off my circulatory socks and look at my saggy balls. No, a limp dick is the word of God. And if you take a pill to defeat that, you're an atheist at best. Am I still talking? Holy shit. How long? I've been talking for a long time. I should shut the fuck up. Hey, this is cool. I will do anything for anyone to let me talk into a microphone, and they made it happen, and I'm high enough to probably forget most of this. So if you want to scrub the tape now, I don't know what I admitted to. Definitely forget the thing I said about my ex-wife. That's going to come back to fuck my life up. Yeah. But yeah, it's 420, man. Get high, forget about all this. Thank you.
Thank you. Hell yeah, dude.
Yo, man. Appreciate y'all for coming through, man.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate y'all for bringing the laughs. And, you know, 420.
420.
I'm high. I ain't gonna lie, I'm high. I'm fried right now.
This is an everyday thing. But
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
Listen,
super
man,
high right
that's
now.
a fact. 420 is every day for stoners. Thank you for that, Dre. But you know, we had to do an overload extra tonight and a little more. But shit, man, I appreciate y'all for coming through again. I know, see, I'm saying the same shit twice.
You can barely see us through all the smoke.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. You see me and Dre trying to beat comedians and shit. Now, Dre, that shit was doodle and my shit was doodle too. There it is. But man, like I said,
Argue with the results.
Stoner Talk TV, man, 420 edition episode, man. Trevor, Finnegan,
Jesse, Winter.
the highest place to be. You know what it is. Jordan, let me get that track, man.
We get how we still make we got shit to do.
Y'all can just walk in. Oh, cool. That's
It's Stoner Talk TV, the highest place to be. Infused drinks and treats, everything elite. You could roll with me, come do a show with me. Just know every episode that we smoke and treat. None of this shit was cheap, I even lost some sleep. Boss move paid, do not walk a charge your feet. I got what you need, and I've been planting